My joy to be with you here on this Monday of a word of encouragement. I trust God's blessing in your life and that you had a good Lord's Day yesterday. I'd like to look today at 1 Chronicles chapter 28. And here we have the wonderful exhortation of David to the people, to the leaders, and also to Solomon. And you can just see his heart coming out under inspiration to exhort all of those different groupings to keep the work of God going there in Israel. He loved the Lord his God, and he wanted him to be honored. And we read in verse 9, as he directly addresses Solomon, he says, "And thou, Solomon, my son, know thou the God of thy father, and serve him with a perfect heart, and with a willing mind. For the Lord searcheth all hearts, and understandeth all the imaginations of the thoughts. If thou seek him, he will be found of thee. But if thou forsake him, he will cast thee off forever." Very sobering challenge to his son. But David knew the reality of his God, and he encouraged Solomon to serve the Lord and to have a willing heart and to understand how powerful God is. But then that last part of the verse is so key. If you'll seek him, he will be found of thee. You know, sometimes we feel lonely and we feel very much distant from people, or we're just feeling distant from God. And Satan loves to get us in that kind of position. And we need to realize that on several occasions in both the Old and New Testament, the Lord makes it very clear, if we have a heart to seek the Lord and we're willing to let him work in our heart, he will always be found. Doesn't matter what kind of state we are in emotionally. It doesn't matter about our circumstances. God is already present. He simply opens our eyes and we're able to see that he's there, and he manifests himself to us in a very special way. That's why we need to seek him regularly. Every morning we ought to start with a time with him. Throughout the day we need to stop and meditate upon our God. If we have a heart to know God, he will definitely honor that heart and will continue to help us grow in our understanding of him, and we'll have times in which we are very aware of his presence. He's always with us. The Spirit of God is in us. The Spirit of God makes Christ real. He makes the Father real to us. We have everything that we need. So if you're a little down today, just stop and say to yourself, we can stop this right now. God is here. I need to seek the Lord. And the minute you start seeking the Lord, you will find that he will be found. Oh, may we allow the very presence of God to encourage and warm our hearts even today.